Hi everyone. Hey, look at that. We're going to make some muffins today. This is from Cracker Barrel. If you've ever had them, we're making Cracker Barrel cornbread muffins. I'm only making a few. They're really good and they're pretty close to what the restaurant makes. So let's get to it. First up, just to make it clear, I got a box of Jiffy Mix. We're not using that. That's way too simple. We're going to make it from scratch. Alright, so what do we need? First off, we need some cornmeal. I got a little bit in the bottom of that jar. Next up, some heavy cream. How about some sugar, a little bit of butter, some flour, baking powder, and a little bit of salt. Let's get our bowl out. And the first thing we're going to throw in is some sugar. That's 4 tablespoons of sugar. Next we need some butter. It's 4 tablespoons of butter. Yeah, but we need to melt it. So there's our butter. I got a little container. Let me tell you something. Don't put it in a small container when you go in the microwave. It'll just bubble all over. And you think after all this time using a microwave I'd know? Yeah, no, I'm stubborn as hell. But anyway, we got our 4 tablespoons into our little ramekin. Put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. It melts down to that. In she goes. Next is our cornmeal. 4 tablespoons of cornmeal. That's all. It's amazing that that's all it takes. Okay, now we're going to put in our heavy cream. And that too is going to be 4 tablespoons. Look how thick that is. It's almost like liquid sour cream. Not quite. Okay, let's put that aside for now because we got to work with our flour. That's 3/4 cup of flour, but we've got to make it into self-rising flour. For every cup of flour, we need to put in a teaspoon of baking powder, a little less than 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Combine that all together. And then into our cornmeal mix it goes. Then we just got to combine it all till the flour and the cornmeal and everything's nice and combined. Like that. Out comes our muffin tin. It's supposed to make 8. I think 7 or 6 probably would have been best. We've got to grease it up. So you can either use the spray stuff, or I just grab some butter and a sandwich bag, and that way I can smush around all the butter we need to grease her up, and I'm not making a big mess. So now we've got to put our cornbread mixture into the pan, and like I said, this is supposed to make 8, but after baking it, if you want bigger muffins, I would just do 6 and divide up the other 2 into that. When we're done that, we're going to fill up the other 4 we're not using halfway up with just regular water, nothing fancy. This is going to go in the oven now. 400 for 16 to 18 minutes. And there you go. When it comes out, check it out. Looks pretty good. Now I made a mistake here because rather than letting it cool for 10 or 15 minutes, I decided I want to try one. So if you look, the one on the right is all crumbled to hell because I couldn't wait. So we took a knife and just kind of scored around the outside, and look at, they come out a lot better when they're a little cooler. As with just about anything. They're still warm. Oh yes, they are. So that leaves us 7 cornbread muffins, and then, see, look at, that's it. So that one I can grab a hold of and give it a taste test. And you know what? That stuff tastes just like I remember it from the restaurant. So there you go. Real simple to make. Cracker Barrel style cornbread muffins. Yummy. Hey, Another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.